So today is a day for big feelings on TikTok with the news that SCOTUS is upholding the TikTok ban. Folks are making all kinds of content with all kinds of big feelings, emoting all over this app, and I think that's a good thing. Honestly, isn't that what TikTok is made for in the first place? It's not only the exchange of ideas, it's also the experience of humanity and the being able to show your feelings, talk about your feelings, process things that are happening in your real life and in our society, things that you may be experiencing as an individual, but through this app, you've been able to find that your experience is one that many other people share. This app has been a platform that has enabled folks to realize that they are not isolated in their lived experiences, not isolated in their opinions, that there are people who are going through the same things and that we can find support and comfort and ideas and advice through each other through this platform. And I think that's one of the reasons that the loss of TikTok will be felt so keenly by so many, and how there really isn't anything that compares to that, because this app was something where we could communicate with each other in real time, right? And also, there was an extent to which this app was an equalizer. I have people who follow me and followed me when my account was very small, who are, renowned journalists or people with a platform with millions of followers. And yet we can have conversations with each other. We comment in each other's videos. We had access to our elected representatives and other public figures on this app in a way that we didn't elsewhere. There was a democratization of communication on TikTok. So I, for one, will be watching other folks' videos today and taking comfort in the fact that they are a reminder for however many few hours this app is left that we are not isolated in our experience. I think when TikTok goes away, especially for those of us who are not going to be using Meta, we will be isolated in a way that we have not been for years, especially folks who are disabled, folks with chronic illness, folks who can't get out, folks in rural areas. And I think one crucial thing we should take away from TikTok is that when we thought we were alone, we never were. That there are millions of other Americans, millions of people around the world who are going through the things that we are going through, who have the same internal sense of justice, who have the same, sixth sense that something is not right. We are not meant to live this way. A better world is possible, that we could have something better. There are so many other people who also feel that way, also have that kind of knowing about them, knowing within them. And TikTok really gave us the ability to understand how we are not alone and that our human experience is a shared experience. And I think it also gave us encouragement that there is solidarity. We were already in solidarity with other people and other people were with us. We just didn't know because we were separated from each other. And so I hope that we're able to find another pathway to rekindle that connection. And I hope when this app shuts off that we don't lose sight of the fact the more and more our government is going to squeeze us, the more and more they're going to try and take away channels of communication, that we know that we are creative people, that we are people who long to be in community and long for a more just and better world, and let that drive us and guide us and not be discouraged. There's many ways in which I'm obviously pissed that this app is going away, but I also don't think that this is really the end of anything. I think it is just the prompt for the next chapter, right? For something better. In permaculture, we say the problem is the solution. So if the problem is TikTok is going away, how are we going to use what we learned here, the connections that we made here, the inspiration, the way that our eyes are opened to the commonality of our lived experience and our shared longing for a better world, our shared frustration at the injustice of the one we are currently stuck in, living in? How do we take that and create better pathways of connection and more effective strategies for change going forward? So I will be watching y'all's videos and appreciate everybody sharing and being real about their feelings. And I don't want people to give up hope, and I don't want folks to feel that they need to tamp down their anger. You have every right to be really angry, but I don't think we should be despondent. I don't think we should despair. I think there are tough times coming ahead, and that this should be a wake-up call, a signal that things are going to get more difficult, and so we need to get to work.